What's up everyone, FFGT here, and today I'm bringing you a retro style unboxing. Yes, I'm unboxing the Nintendo Entertainment System NES Power Set that I've owned when I was a child, when I was about 5 years old. This is the original system, and I've had this for a very long time. I'm about 32 years old, and we are gonna go on to 33. And as you can see here, we are turning it to the side, and I'm going to show you each side and show you all the cool things on this box. Underneath this side, you specifically see all the games you can get for the console, and back here you have the family, the familia. You have little brother, or big brother, which is me, and then you have little sister, and then you have my papa, and then you have mama. And then let's zoom into me, wearing my ugly ass yellow sweater with my matching feet, playing Twister, and my sister's like, holy moly, Duck Hunt, oh wow. So yes, this is the original system, very first on the channel. I just decided to do this. Why? Something different. I always like to keep the channel different. And as you can see on the sides, these are the type of controllers you can purchase separately for this console. You got your little gamepad, you know, for your fighting games, stick games, whatever, and then you have a little space retro pad. So yep, that's pretty much all the, you know, exterior side of the console package. Pretty old, as you can see the wear and tear taped up. I found this in my attic, so I decided, hey, let's do an unboxing video. So continuing on, let's open this bad boy up. Oh yeah, got the scissors. I got the scissors, baby. So got the scissors, cutting this box open. I'm trying to be careful and delicate because I don't want to break this thing. So popping this thing out the box, you see the manuals. They're very old, and as soon as I pick those manuals up, they smell old. You know, you have that feeling like the smell of old. I don't know if some of y'all know what that is. Smell of old. I don't know, just something I made up. And bam, we have it open, baby. So we have the console, the zapper, two remotes, the power cord or the AC adapter. You have your coax cable plug, you know, RF switch. Just pretty much you have everything on there. So let's go ahead and start pulling things apart. And it is kind of, you know, cable management shitty, because I kind of, when I was a kid, I just fucking, you know, stuffed it in there. Once I got the Super Nintendo, I was like, throw this boy back in the box. And it's surprisingly, I was a kid, I was like 8 or 9 years old. I still kept the box in its original condition, even though it's still a little bit of wear and tear. I still have it, and it's still in good shape. Even the styrofoam is in good shape, like amazingly. Let's move on to the zapper. Bang bang. So yes, this is like a reddish orange type of color, red orange, I guess if you want to call it. And in between, above the grip of the handle of the trigger, it has Nintendo Zapper 1985. About approximately 30 years old. It's a pretty ancient gun, to be honest with you. 30 years old, holy crap. Oh, man, I feel old. I feel super old. And my birthday is next month, so I'm gonna feel even older. And here we have the inside of the gun. There's like two round circular like polycarbonate plastic that's inside the gun, I guess for the little laser, I guess detects. And here, you know, I'm showing you the little insert where you plug into your console. It's kind of weird, you know, now these days you don't have to plug anything into your console. It's either USB if you want a cord controller, or pretty much everything's wireless now. It would have been cool back in the days if these controllers were wireless. You know, I got tired of slugging these cables and cords around. And here I'm just grabbing my controllers, my weapon of choice, 4 buttons. Select, start, B and A, and then you have your D-pad. So yeah, let's make it 5 buttons. So yeah, that's very small controller. It fits in the palm of my hand, and you can see here the wear and tear of this thing. I played the crap out of this Nintendo. Look at that, all the scuff marks. Look how old that thing is. Nintendo model number, and then you have made in Japan. And I love the colors on the controller. I love this color scheme that Nintendo came up with this console and controller. You know, I've seen the Famicoms, and you know they're okay. I like them, but I really love this. This is like, it gives you that retro original style. And boom, 2 controllers. So yes, you do get 2 controllers with the console. All consoles back in the days, you always got 2 controllers. Now these days, you only get 1 controller, which is kind of shitty, and you're paying like top dollar for these things. So let's move on and let's see and get the coax cable. So this is the coax RF switch cable. This thing is freaking ancient. This thing does not use HDMI because we didn't have HDMI back in the days. We had tube TVs. You know, antennas. You use your Phillips screwdriver or your flathead screwdriver. Unscrew the screws from the back and plug in your antenna, and then you have your little coax cable insert so you can plug this in. And if you didn't, you have to use the screws. So luckily for me, I had a decent tube TV for me to plug this right in, and you know, it worked out great. There goes your actual antenna, if you have an antenna, because back then you had to have an antenna to watch TV. Now here, this is the plug that goes into your Nintendo. Yes, very odd and strange. Many of y'all don't know what this is, but yeah, it's just a plug. Moving on, this is the part of the antenna that I was talking about where you have to screw in your Phillips screwdriver. Very weird and oddly shaped. The ends that I'm going to show you is going to be the part that connects to your antenna. The far end to the left is where you plug in your antenna to the coax cable, and those are the ones that I mentioned that you have to use a Phillips screwdriver or a flathead screwdriver. So let's go ahead and move on with the power supply, or the power brick. This thing is weirdly odd, little small power brick or power supply, not the ones you get on your Xbox One, or you know, PlayStation doesn't have power bricks. They just have a cord, which is pretty cool. But I understand why, you know, Xbox One has it, because you know, it's like backup energy or power energy source. So here, this is the end of the power. You plug that into your console system, and shabang, you get power. It's alive, baby. So let's move on and get this console out. There it goes. Oh, manuals fell. There goes the pad. Here we go. Console, Nintendo Entertainment System. The color scheme is amazing. I really dig it. It used to be a little bit brighter and gray, but it's not. It's more like a dingy grunge gray because it's a 32-year-old plus console. So I've had it originally. It still works. I've tried it out, and I am amazed how this thing works. So here I'm showing you the little RGB colors, red and yellow plugs. Pretty much that's for your audio and video. And here you have your other back ports for the power supply, the little trip switch where you can change it to channel 3 or channel 4. Let me get you a closer look. So the AC adapter goes there, and then goes your little switch. So you can either switch it to play on channel 3 or channel 4. Back then there was no inputs, no HDMI 1, no HDMI 2, nor aux 1 or aux 2, none of that. And here's the bottom, serial code identification, made in America, made in Japan. You know, it pretty much labels that, you know, the government wants you to have. And there goes the Nintendo Entertainment System, model NES 001. That's pretty awesome. Number 1. I feel like I have the first original console, but it's probably like one of the millions consoles that have been out there. And this is the manual for the Zapper. So here you go, Zapper manual, and pretty much self-explanatory. Not much wording in it or gibberish. It just shows you pictures of how to use it, what not to do, what to do, and that's pretty much it. Eye level, and other weird stuff, you know. And then I'm going to show you the bottom portion of it. Printed in Japan, Nintendo of America. Gives you the address. I might check that address, see if they're still there. They even have a phone number. So here's the power pad manual. So pretty much this reminds me of Twister. I don't know why. But power pad, you know, we play track and field, and there was other sports like skating, some type of skating game, or they had like this jump game. I forgot what it was called. But my favorite game was the track and field, and that's what I played a lot with the pad. Bam, power pad. Is this reversible? I'm showing you the first side, which is white. It shows you the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I am fixing to show you the other side of this pad, which is white as well. And it has, you know, your blue dots and your red dots. 2 red dots in the center. That's where you position your feet, where the, you know, you're centered in the system. And that's pretty much what you have. It's reversible. That is the little power brick that powers up the pad. It gives it the power, you know, movement, steps. Nintendo, of course, logoed and bezeled right there in the front. And of course, do not wear your shoes because you will tear the shit up out of this thing. Luckily, I never wore my shoes, so this thing is still intact, which is amazing. Do not wear shoes. Warning. Persons with heart and respiratory problems. Da 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 da. So there you have it. That's pretty much it of my retro unboxing of the Nintendo Entertainment System. I've had this for approximately 30 years now. It's an amazing system. I've enjoyed it. It brought me laughs, tears, memories. Just, it made me reminisce to old times. I didn't have much. I've only had a few games for the Nintendo system. Once the Super Nintendo came out, I retired this bad boy. And that's what I normally do, is retire my systems when a new console comes out. So pretty much that's it for the video. Let's drop 10 likes. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing more unboxings and more stuff with accessories for consoles. This Final Feature GT here. Please comment, like, subscribe. I'm signing out, and I'll see you guys and gals later. Adios.